So good morning, everyone. You can hear my neighbor in the background. He's mowing his lawn today. It's a beautiful day out. And on Tuesday, I kind of shared with you the things that are happening in our world and the discouragement that can be there. And we're reminded of so much hurt and so much pain. And yet we know that God is in control and, and He's there, and the sun does come out the next day, and things keep moving forward in His way and in His plan. And this week, as I was just reading through some things, and I have the Bible Gateway app, and every day they give a verse, and I just read that verse, and the one yesterday intrigued me, and so I actually went to the chapter. It's First Chronicles chapter 29, and it's actually the chapter is about when David collected everything to build the temple, all the wood, all the gold, the silver, bronze, everything that needed to be collected in order to build this temple. The temple that he wasn't going to build, that actually Solomon, his son, was, because God didn't want David to build that temple. He wanted his successor to do that. But David collected everything for it. And after everything was collected and brought in, then he added to it from his wealth, and people in his government, his advisors, added as well. And then he writes these words, a prayer of praise, in verse 10 of First Chronicles 29. It says, "Then David praised the Lord in the presence of the holy assembly. O Lord, the God of our ancestor Israel, may you be praised forever and ever. Yours, O Lord, is the greatness, the power, the glory, the victory, and the majesty. Everything in the heavens and on earth is yours. O Lord, this is your kingdom. We adore you as the one who is over all things. Wealth and honor come from you alone. For you rule over everything. Power and might are in your hands, and at your discretion people are made great and given strength. O our God, we thank you and praise your glorious name. But who am I and who are my people that you, or that we could give anything to you? Everything we have has come from you, and we give you only what you first gave us. We are here for only a moment, visitors and strangers in the land, as our ancestors were before us. Our days on earth are like a passing shadow, gone so soon without a trace." That finishes in verse 15. I'm reminded again of God's gifts to us. Everything that we have um, is given to us, and it's interesting because David is referring to the fact that we gave all these things, but actually he's saying we didn't give you anything that you didn't first give us. We're giving back to you what really is yours in the first place. And I think that's a good thing for us to remember right now. It talks about how great God is, his power, his majesty, that people are in place because he wants them there. People come and go because of who he is. And even when people are hurting, there is so much good to see and to look around. And it doesn't negate the hurt. We don't minimize the hurt. There's a ton of reasons for hurt and for struggle right now. As I said on Sunday, Renata is going to be talking from Habakkuk. Again, read those three chapters. They're short in preparation. It's about someone who's hurting, and what do we do at times like that? And this verse, when I was reading it, it was about the greatness and power and majesty and all about God, and we can get our eyes so fixed on what's happening around us that we can get so temporary in our earthly view that we don't look to God, and God is where our hope is, and we can trust him. I mean, David said, I can trust you. He was told, you're not going to build this temple, but he did all that he could to prepare Solomon to build the temple. He brought it all together. So there were things he could do, even though he wasn't going to be able to produce the final product. There's so much we can do, reaching out to people, loving people, caring for people, walking with people when it's hurting, saying it's okay to hurt. It's okay in this uncertain, frustrating kind of time in our world and in our community and even in ourselves, because God is there and we're with each other. You are not alone. We truly are in this together, and it reminds me of that motto we kind of really pushed a couple of years ago. We can do more together, and it continues to be true. So take that to heart. Be blessed by God. Look around, see the good stuff, not just the hard stuff. See the blessings and say, God, what can I do to prepare for what you want to do in the future? So have an awesome day being reminded of God's grace and goodness.